Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. If it's your first time to my channel, welcome. I'm trying something a little bit different here today, kind of a different setup. I'm sitting on the floor, which I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I'm 35 years old, so sitting on the floor, not the best idea. I can do it for a little bit, but long periods of time, just not good for me. That's weird because as a kid, I remember spending a lot of time on the floor playing with toys and stuff like that. I would do that for hours and not have any issue, but now as an adult, cannot do it. So before we get started, just want to say, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, follow all my socials if you have them, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All those links are in the description below. I'm going to be filming a series of videos today. I have a lot of stuff that I just really need to film hauls for so that I can get them kind of put away and all that stuff and opened and condensed, all those things, collector problems. But today is going to be, I'm sure you can see by the title of the video, a Dollar Tree extravaganza. I have quite a few things from the Dollar Tree that I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. A lot of those are going to be Final Faction packs. I really like that a lot. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain it once I get over to actually showing the stuff. But let's go ahead and just jump right into it and show you what I've gotten recently at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and start with the items that I've had for the longest, and that are these things here. I don't see these anymore at my local Dollar Tree stores. There are 3 of them in my area. 2 of them I go to frequently, the one closest to my house, and then there's one on the other side of town. Those are usually the ones I go to. A little readjustment here before we jump into it. I'm kind of rearranging the spare room, the office around. Got some more bookcases and stuff like that. Gonna be putting those in here, so I had to do a little bit of rearranging, so just ignore the boxes stacked over here. But if you grew up in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, you might remember Jim Henson's The Muppet Babies. Absolutely love that cartoon, one of my absolute favorites, and I found these at the Dollar Tree. Now these here are from the reboot or whatever they had for Disney Junior, which I don't think is on anymore. But these were just too cute to pass up. My favorites, these are basically my favorites from the cartoon. My number 1 favorite was always Gonzo. I also really liked the dog that played the piano. I can never remember his name. Was it like Ruff or something like that? But here is all the figures in the set. I never saw Miss Piggy and never saw Kermit. And that summer, I don't know who that is. That must be someone new from this iteration of Muppet Babies. But never saw Kermit. I would have liked to pick him up too. Not too sad about Miss Piggy. But there is, hopefully it will focus. Be nice if it focused, but it won't. That'd be too hard. That'd be too much to ask, right? But yeah, that's Fozzie. Got Animal with Drumsticks and Gonzo. And these here are made by Just Play out of Boca Raton, Florida. And they have some social media presence as well under Just Play or Just Play Toys. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest of all things. And this is, of course, copyright Disney and copyright 2019. Well, I thought these were really cool, and for $1.25, I couldn't pass them up. Eventually, I'm going to have at least a shelf on one of my bookcases just for miscellaneous stuff like this. And what else I'm about to show you here. These here, these I picked up most recently for a trip to the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree I've never been to. My girlfriend and I went, we drove about 30 minutes to go to a Walmart and a couple other stores. We popped in mainly to see what movies they had, since Dollar Tree is kind of famous or infamous now for their $1.25 DVDs and Blu-rays. And ended up finding these, and I've seen these one time before and passed up on them, but I decided to pull the trigger this time. Didn't want to have FOMO again, and that is these little figurines here. Is Ren and Stimpy. Stimpy J. Cat and Ren Hoek. This is one of my favorite shows growing up. I really enjoyed the humor and the animation style, and just kind of how chaotic it was and everything like that. And they have a number of figures in this series as well. When I went, they had Patrick, they had SpongeBob, they had quite a bit of those. I think they had a couple of Hey Arnolds, and they had 2 of each of Ren and Stimpy. But like I said, I'd seen them once before, never saw them again, and then just decided to pick them up this time. The back of the carding is pretty cool. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's got Cat Dog is on there, Rocco, who else? There's Arnold, Ren and Stimpy, Rocket Power is on there as well. So maybe they'll do, a second series of these, assuming this is the first. But this is by Monogram International out of Walnut, California. monogramdirect.com. And then I picked up this little guy on one of my random trips to Dollar Tree. It might have been to look at movies. I ended up seeing this little guy. And this is actually Mattel put this one out. And that is a WALL-E from, of course, the Pixar animated film WALL-E. Really enjoy this movie. I've only seen it a couple of times, but I really, really like this character, WALL-E. And it's a pretty decent figure. Like, all these figures, honestly, are not too bad for the price. The fact that they're only $1. Well, they used to be $1, now they're $1.25. But the painting on them is pretty good, considering they're so cheap. One thing I noticed, because I'm pretty sure that Stimpy has eyebrows in the cartoon, and they're molded, but they're not painted, so that kind of irks me a little, but it's a really easy fix. But yeah, this WALL-E needs a little bit of some paint. It's not 100% accurate, but I thought it was cute. Like I said, I really like the character of WALL-E. And of course, this is copyright Disney/Pixar, and it's Mattel. It's Mattel Canada of Ontario. So that's really, really cool. Again, all these, I'm gonna need a shelf just for the miscellaneous stuff like this that I end up finding and picking up. Then we have these things. And I shared these I might have shared these, or one of them, in a previous video. I know that I showed them on TikTok. And that's these little accessory packs for the Barbie Chelsea figures, or dolls. These here, it's Mattel as well, Mattel Canada. And I just noticed right before filming this that they're different colors. I picked up one a while back because it was the only one that they had. I saw it. I thought it would be great accessories for action figures, especially the backpack. That's the main reason I bought it. But also I thought maybe the toothbrush and the camera could come in handy, and I really do like the little neck pillow if there's a way to get the cat ears off of it. And there's also like a little cat face that you probably can't see right there. But yeah, they're different colors. I picked up a second one when I had gone back, and they had a couple more, so I ended up picking up another one just in case. I just thought they were really cool little accessories for action figures for $1.25. So that's the main reason too I go to Dollar Tree. I go to Dollar Tree not only to look at their movies, but then I look through the toy aisle and stuff to see if I can find little things like this. These are great too because they're meant for like the children, like, you know, the child size Barbie dolls. So these will fit with most 6-inch action figures pretty well. Unlike regular Barbie doll things, sometimes you can use it, but most of the time not. But I think these will work really well. A little bit small for Peter Parker. Little bit too small. I mean, it still works. I think it works pretty well with Miles for a backpack. So there's that. Also, this right here is a sticker, so that could be easily removed. Then as far as that goes, you'd probably have to maybe sand it off, the little heart. And pretty good with the female Marvel Legends figures. I think scale-wise looks pretty good. Just not as great with a bigger figure like this Peter Parker here. Same with these neck pillows, or yeah, these like little neck pillows for Peter. It's a little bit small. Again, bear with me while I do this one-handed. Really should have got the tripod. Little small for Pete. For Miles, not bad at all. The camera, really small. Again, I think Miles it would work pretty well with, maybe some of the female figures. The toothbrush, which I thought was going to be too big to begin with, actually is a pretty good size. So, but still not a bad pickup. The set of accessories, the backpack, the camera, the toothbrush, the neck pillow, all for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have Final Faction. Most of these are weapon packs. I don't collect the figures. I think the figures are really cool though, and I think it's great. If you don't know what Final Faction is, basically, it's Dollar Tree exclusive. It is a company. Let's see. Well, it doesn't have like the company on here. It's final-faction.com if you want to look into that. And it's a whole collection of these action figures that you can only find at Dollar Tree. They have many different ones, and they basically have a soldier kind of side with different soldiers, and then they have aliens on the other side, and I guess those are considered the bad guys. And there's even actually a comic. The first time I saw this comic was at the location I picked these up. I hadn't seen it previously, so I thought that was cool. It's an origin comic. And then on the back of the packaging, you can scan this QR code to watch the cartoon. So there's a cartoon as well. So, like I said, I don't know in depth about it. It's just basically a little toy series that you can get at Dollar Tree. And they're really not bad at all. I picked up a couple. I picked up, there's a mech like dog thing with a little like dog pilot named Churro. I picked that one up because I really like the look of it, and I thought it would go with, you know, some other action figure, something like that. It probably would fit in well with Marvel, maybe fit in pretty well with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I picked up a few of the weapon packs because I've seen a couple people on TikTok that have picked them up, and they're really good size for 6-inch action figures, especially the Hasbro Marvel Legends. So first we've got this one here, this accessory pack. It's called Long Range, and we have a couple sniper rifles, it looks like, and some other rifles, and then this I'm not really sure, like it looks like some sort of like a backpack or something. And then down here it says it works with most alpha team characters. So this is not character specific. Some of them are specifically to certain characters. So this is really cool. Some sniper rifles, some different kind of rifles here, and they even go into what each of them are called and what they do. Like, for example, we got the Hammer Down LAR-50. This deadly sniper rifle has high velocity rounds capable of piercing armor and limbs. And then they also have at least, I'm not sure what series this is, because right now I think they're on like series 3 or 4 of these. And so it has some of the series listed on the back as well. And then this is Alpha Team 1. Again, I don't know what that is. But first we have that one, the long range. So mostly sniper rifles, and the regular rifles, like long range rifles. Then we've got this one. This is the heavy arms pack. Works with all Alpha Team characters. So we got some machine guns, we got some more rifles, we got a chain gun down here, stuff like that. And see on the back again has like, one is called the Sky Flower, another one's called Rabid Wolf, we've got Angry Ape, we've got the Railgun, and we've got the Tattooist. So I really like the detail that they put into this whole thing, like basically creating a universe and everything. It's really, really cool. And on the back of this one, it has a little thing talking about the final faction. Like, in the year 2050, a large asteroid collided with our moon. Among the debris, we discovered a hibernating alien mothership. Now the Karn are awake, and they want to plunder our precious natural resources. So we recruited teams of special operatives to defend Earth from the alien threat. They are the final faction. So there you go. I really want to check this out. I want to scan the QR code or go to the website and check it out and see what's going on. Get more information about all this stuff. Or next, we have the Covert Ops weapons pack, and this pack works with all Alpha Team characters as well. And I believe this is a drone here. This one a little bit more, kind of close combat, stealthy type weapons. Mainly, I really wanted this knife. I thought this knife was really nice. And then a couple different pistols. I think that is some sort of a drone or something. That may be as well. I'm not really sure if those go together. There's no instructions. These have the names and stuff as well. Okay, here we go. I don't know what's what though. It doesn't really show you. But like Allies provides night, heat, UV, and infrared vision. I assume that's the helmet there. We got the Phoenix pack, allows user to hover, increase speed with boost, and rise into the air up to 40 feet. I think that's that, so it's essentially a jetpack. We got SPRG, self-propelling and retracting grappling gun, useful for attaining high ground and pulling enemies close. So that is a grapple gun, it looks like, and it's got the little grappling hook. And I assume, like, because there's a little like loop for it that you could tie a little string on there to have them together if you wanted. I'm not sure if it. Oh, it looks like it actually inserts into the end of the gun as well. It has a little hole. We got Dawn and Dusk handguns with high rate of fire, accurate, close and mid-range, limited ammo charge. Lion Fang, short sword, useful for close combat fights, also good for intimidation. So that's going to be that like combat knife there. We got the Stratus board, hovers up to 40 feet above ground or water, reaches speeds up to 30 miles per hour. So that's a hoverboard. So it's got the peg holes, I'm assuming, for the figures. And then the Dragon drone can sight and attack remotely, good for recon and ambushes. So yes, it is a drone. That also would be a really good piece for the miniature like diorama makers and stuff like that do those that need like little pieces, because those essentially are the little like fans kind of thing, so propellers, so there's always that as well. Some of these are really good. Some of these have little pieces like that would be really good for people that make the miniature, tabletop gaming kind of dioramas and stuff like that. These are really, really cool. I like all these packs a lot. I'm really hoping that they make more, because these are great for us action figure collectors that want weapons. A lot of these are gonna go probably, the thing I had in mind was to go with my Marvel Legends Netflix Punisher figure for him having, you know, an arsenal. But again, they can just go with anybody. I have an Agent Venom also that could use a majority of these weapons as well. And then last but certainly not least, this is not a figure, but it's also, I mean, it's not a weapon pack either. And this is P-131, the automated drone. So there you go. And like on this one, for example, it's not a character, but the character packs, or the figures have a little info thing here telling you about them. It has a whole thing here showing the strength, speed, agility, stamina, and durability levels. Almost kind of like a video game character select screen, which is really cool. And yeah, this is Series 2, it looks like. So, and it has a list of everyone that's in Series 2. So you've got the soldiers, you've got the aliens. So I really had to pick this guy up and check him out and see, because it just looked cool. And I believe there's also, the main one I was looking for is like this standing turret, this like automated turret thing. That might be brand new and my area just doesn't have it yet. That's the one I went looking for, but I hadn't seen this one previously, so I picked him up. Don't know what I'm gonna do with him exactly yet. I thought it looked cool. Again, it could go with anything. You could put this with your Marvel Legends. You could put this with TMNT. I don't know. So I thought it was really cool. The drone is a little janky. There's something with the feet that kind of off. If you kind of make it to where like he's taking a step, or it's taking a step, the legs just look like they may have gotten warped or something in the process. I don't know, maybe they're meant to be like that, but they're not identical, so the thing doesn't want to stand straight. This is a really cool series for a lot of people that grew up with G.I. Joe. It's great for kids that their parents don't have a lot of money. I would have loved these things as a kid. These are great because you can get a whole bunch. You can basically get the whole set or whole series for the price of one Marvel Legends or one, you know, Power Rangers or anything like that. You can get the whole series of these, and your kid is just gonna like you would have a whole thing. You would have a whole you know, army versus alien battle. You could have all these figures for a really low cost. I've never actually bought any of the characters themselves to see what the quality is as far as like how they move, what they feel like. Are they cheapy feeling, whatever. Maybe I will in the future just to see for myself. Maybe I'll make a video of it. I don't know. There are videos out there though I have seen on YouTube of people that they basically collect the whole thing and show them and go in depth reviewing them and everything like that. I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, so I'm just gonna tack this on to the end just as kind of like a bonus thing. A couple of things I picked up a few weeks ago at the Goodwill. I don't go there very often, but sometimes I will pop in and take a look at the movie selection and the toys, because sometimes you can find some gems in the toy section. But the last time I went, I found some items I thought were very cool, and they were really cheap. They were both 79 cents each. First of all, I got this Thor Ragnarok Hulk, Gladiator Hulk. McDonald's, I think it's a McDonald's toy. Pretty sure it's a McDonald's toy. Yes, made for McDonald's. There we go. And this is pretty cool. It has the little button in the back of the head, and he does this. But I thought this was really cool, especially for 79 cents. Ended up picking it up. They also had a bunch of Eternals ones. They had a lot of the Icarus. I saw one Fastos, one Fastos. What's the other guy? Oh, I can't remember the other guy. The Indian guy. They had one or two of him. They had some Cersei. And I think they had a Gilgamesh too, and I did think about buying that one because I really do. Fastos and Gilgamesh were the best characters in that movie. And then I ended up picking up this thing, which, again, 79 cents. And when I first saw it, I was like, wait, that looks familiar. And it's basically the tracker that Mando in The Mandalorian has. His little tracker thing. And it had batteries in it, and it sort of worked, like it sort of lit up there. But I essentially think it was broken, and that's probably why it was at Goodwill. I ended up taking the batteries out of it, and just thought it would be really cool to pop onto the Mandalorian shelf. And it's got like the little thing. It almost fits. Oh, it sort of fits on my wrist. So not too bad. I have really, really like thin wrists anyway. But yeah. So I thought that was very, very cool. So I picked up both of those items at the Goodwill for 79 cents each. So check your Goodwill toy section. Sometimes you can find some really cool things for really cheap. That's gonna do it for this video. Just wanted to make a video of recent Dollar Tree scores. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, drop it down below. And again, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok. All those links are in the description. That is gonna do it for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, keep collecting, and I'll see you next time.